Y'all ready for this?
Alright guys, this is highlight show number 2. We're going to start out here with the Bills and the Packers. It's the closest game of the week, and it's the first one I'm going to do this week on the show. Let's see, the final score was 31-30. Check out the yardage by both. See here, the Bills got a 1-point win over the Packers. Sophie's crew is in control of the Bills, and Bonage is in control of the Green Bay Packers. See here, the Packers did not win this game, but as we all know, that they came out with the win in the Super Bowl last weekend over the Steelers. See Michael Finley, I believe that's his name. He got a pass, and Aaron Rodgers passed to Quentin Lawrence. Never heard of him. You see here, 340 yards, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception, 19 completions, 29 attempts, 43 yards rushing, and 8 yards rushing with Ryan Grant. See 10 attempts rushing total. And go to the receiving. Charles Woodson, 4 receptions, 72 yards. Quentin Lawrence. You would think that Greg Jennings would get most of the passes, but he's using Charles Woodson as a receiver, it looks like. You see Rasco Parrish and Sean Nelson catching passes for the Bills and Sophie's crew. Let's go to rushing. You got 32 yards by Fred Jackson. Tried running the ball a lot. Didn't get too many yards, but he got enough for the win. You see 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions with Ryan Fitzpatrick. Go to the next game here. The next game's going to be the Eagles and the Lions. The Lions were able to pull out the win. Mexico against Cronker. Cronker's the Eagles and Mexico's the Lions. See here, look at total yards. 703 yards and 556. You got 4 red zone touchdowns, 2 red zone touchdowns. You got a couple penalties, not too many. Got a 72-yard run with Best. You see up there, it's a pretty even game throughout the whole game until the very end when it was decided. See, a lot of scoring went on in the fourth quarter. You see here, Cronker put up 25 points and Mexico put up 23 points alone in the fourth quarter. Go here to the stats. 371 yards with Michael Vick passing, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. He also had 137 rushing on 7 attempts. Riley Cooper. See here it goes. Deshaun Jackson, 169 yards, a touchdown. Pretty efficient day on the offense, but wasn't enough to get the win. See here, 4 receptions by Calvin Johnson Jr. 3 touchdowns, 192 yards. Looks like it was a big target all day. And Javad Best, 10 attempts, 251 yards, 4 touchdowns. 3 touchdowns with Stafford, 223 yards, 9 completions, 17 attempts. Go to the next game. The next game's going to be Titans and Steelers. The Super Bowl loser, Steelers. I believe they're under the control of T.G. Durham The Titans are under control of Iron Man. See here, the final score was 49-31. Check over the stats here. Go and see the score summary is here. They're exchanging points until the fourth quarter. It looks where he got 2 touchdowns to his 1 touchdown. Just looks like he outscored them by 1 score each quarter to get the win. Ben Roethlisberger, 3 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, 38 attempts, 19 completions. Passed the ball a lot with the Steelers. And you see here, we got 119 yards with Anton Randall L. and Chard Mendenhall, 127 yards, 2 touchdowns. Go to the Titans, you have Kenny Brent, Nate Washington. No passes to Randy Moss, it looks like. See here, Vince Young is still on the Titans. On Madden, he is still on the Titans. But as we all know, he was cut by the Titans in the real life. Go next game's Vikings and never mind. That game was not played. It was simmed. So we're going to the next game, Buccaneers and the Panthers, 17-14. Looking at the score, it looks like this game. Yes, looking at the time of possession, the score looks like this game ended in the second quarter. Well, Sticka has the Buccaneers, and the Panthers are now ownerless at this moment. You got Josh Freeman, he did pretty good. Sam Aiken, Ernest Graham, Cadillac Williams. Let's see, let's go to the Panthers. Brandon LaFleur, Steve Smith, DeLangelo Williams, Jimmy Clausen, DeLangelo Williams again, Jimmy Clausen, 90 yards, passing for, he only 7 passes. Then we're going to the next game. That was the next game. Oh, the Broncos and the Seahawks, and this is another real close game. See here, I have Holy Vigilante going against Bazike. Sorry if I pronounced your name wrong. Going down the score. See here, looks like you got the touchdown in the fourth quarter. Yeah, the touchdown in the fourth quarter to win it right there. 5 minutes and 11 seconds to go. Looks like Bazike was not able to get another score. Also, Matt Hasselbeck got hurt this game, so Charlie Whitehurst had to come in. He was pretty efficient with Charlie Whitehurst, though. You see Brandon Stokely, -2 yards, and Charlie Whitehurst, -10 yards, rushing. I have Golden Tate, 8 yards receiving. He didn't do too much in the real NFL this year. He was supposed to explode on the scene, but he did not do too much for the Seattle Seahawks this year. You see the Broncos, you have Brandon Lloyd, he had a great year in the NFL. No, Sean Marino, 116 yards. You see, he rushed for 31 yards with Tim Tebow. You see here, 238 yards, 3 touchdowns with the Tebow. Going to the next game now. Let's see. What was the next game this week? Yes, it's the Jaguars and Chargers. You got San Diego against Jacksonville. Call Me Touch against NC Griff. I believe it's Griff. See Patrick Creighton catching the final touchdown in that game to win it. See here, 4 touchdowns, 382 yards, and 2 interceptions for Phillip Rivers. He had 54 yards rushing on 2 attempts with the punter. He must have had a couple fake punts in there. You see, he spread out the ball to all his receivers. None of them had like a majority of the catches. You see here, NC Griff did the same thing. Jones Drew, 40 yards rushing. Dave Gerard, only 151 yards passing. That's kind of surprising. We're going to the next game, which is the Jets and the Patriots. This game's real close and low scoring. See here, it's only 6-2. It's a football score. It's real close. You go here, you got safety. That's his only score of the game for Rodman against Matty T. Matty T was a Super Bowl winner of TheEleCenter 1. He's pretty good competition, but JJ was able to only hold him to 6 points. But even then, holding him to 6 points, he was not able to come up with the win. Looks like it was a great game, though, on both sides defensively. Not too much put up offensively that well. Next game, I'm not showing you this because of the score, but I'm showing you this game because of some certain things that took place. This game was one of the weirdest games I've ever seen. There's injuries on both sides, and a lot of the scoring was not even offensively. See there, they had the kickoff return, the fumble return, the return for interception return for a touchdown. See here, Graham Harrell for the 49ers. I have not heard of him before, and you see Frank Gore, 173 yards, 3 touchdowns. Had like 19 attempts rushing. There's only 7 passes caught. Go here. Oh, I forgot to say he was playing this game. It was Bella Moon against Z-Man and the Saints. But that game was very interesting because there was a lot of injuries. I believe Jeremy Shockey got injured, Patrick Willis got injured, Ted Ginn got injured, Jeremy Shockey got injured, and there was a lot of, they pretty much scored in every way possible. And this is also here. This is my game that went. It was pretty close, but it got a little one side towards the end. But I'm just showing you it to see, the game. It was against Bradley this week. He had a pretty good day passing. Put up a lot of yards, 2 touchdowns for Peyton Manning. You see here, 114 yards for Steve Smith, 33 Hakeem Nicks. And Bradshaw, 137 yards rushing, 2 touchdowns, 12 attempts, along with 68. Eli Manning, 172 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions, 15 completions out of 17 attempts. And I believe that is it, guys. Thank you for watching this week. And I would like to wish you all a good and a very happy Valentine's Day on Monday. Also, I would like to wish a very happy Valentine's Day to my good friend Neri. And that is all for this week. Tune in next week for the next show, and I'll have that up hopefully earlier than I did this one. Thank you for watching, guys. Also, remember to get your games played and to add your opponent, and send them a message and set up a date so you know when to play. Just get them done. Remember, also, if you have any questions about the franchise, just ask. Also, if you have any problems with anybody, you come to the commissioner, which is me right now, which is my pot's gone. So if you have any of those questions, please ask. Remember, get the games done so we can advance. The earlier you get them done, the earlier I will advance the week. Thank you. And that is